What's up? What's up? What's up? Four gatherers? Four gatherers? What's up? You're just in time. Dude, I had no idea. That this game has a pretty strong modding community. Can you hear me? Hold on. The modding community for this game is like insane, because they are still putting shit out. Like as recent as I guess like last month or this month, they're still putting out like texture packs, and they're like remastering all the videos and shit. I spent like the last like hour and a half setting all that shit up. And I still didn't finish. I didn't do any of the video stuff yet. But that's fine because I did everything else. So this should be looking good. Except this. This is gonna look bad.
The 13 days after we awoke were the beginning of the end.
You serious?
Be quiet.
Best of luck. She did it! Hands high!
So from what I understand, the PC version uses like for all the FMVs, the PC version uses like super compressed video for whatever reason. Or I guess a differently compressed than the console versions, so it looks significantly worse. So there's people that have been working like, I guess for the past, when this game come out, like 2009, 2010 I think maybe. They've been working since this game came out on PC at least. to remaster everything. And I shit you not, I went on fucking Mod Nexus and they're still putting out updates for this shit. For like new HD textures and character models and shit like that. Like several hundred gigs worth of shit. It's fucking crazy. So I was downloading and installing all that. And now it's like, now it's past midnight. A lot of people shit on this game. I'm not gonna hold you, man. This is one of my favorite Final Fantasies, along with 13 too. I don't know. I like a good combat system, and I feel like that they nailed it in this game. They nailed it so much that the whole like stagger system is in like every Final Fantasy after this. Damn, that was an abrupt cut. Jesus. Okay, here we go. Now look how good this looks. I got all the upgrades for the actual in-game shit, so this shit looks good.
Let's be rational now.
The subtitles still look like shit, though.
What do we do?
Watch and learn.
Alright, so yeah, this game had the auto battle, yeah. Skip. But the thing about this game is that the first like 24 hours is literally a tutorial. And then like people would always say, "Oh, what? You got to play the game for 24 hours before it gets good?" But there's plenty of other fucking games. Like, yeah, the game's super linear, but people forget that like Final Fantasy X was linear as fuck until like the very fucking end, where you get the airship and then you can like free roam. But people love Final Fantasy X. I hate that game. But again, the battle system in that is really good. But like the rest of the game fucking sucks. At least this game. I'm not gonna say like the story is great but I like the characters. I like the combat system. The soundtrack is dope. We just mash the A button here. I don't know how long I'm gonna play this. I think I'm gonna just get past like the first, I don't know what the fuck, like chapter, I guess they're gonna call him. Can we kill this guy before we die? Let's see. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
I'm chilling out in the Discord. If anyone wants to jump in the Discord server, Jump in there, chat with us. Just chilling out.
Aren't you supposed to protect civilians, soldier? I mean, you are sanctum, aren't you? What are you doing trying to stop the purge? Why don't you tell me that?
I was a soldier.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Chocobo, just can't catch a break, can we? Yeah, that's a good question. Oh well, better follow her. I'm getting too old for this.
Okay. Okay.
What we can get through here?
Alright, I already have a save. I'm gonna delete that one and just start new.
It's a mess of what this is.
This looks really good. Like, this looks like what my brain remembers this looking like, but I know that this game did not look like this.
What do you suppose this is? Aren't we leaving his toys out now? Hey, wait up now.
Playing at 4K, everything maxed out. The shadows are at 8K, I think. Running very nicely.
Fixing to dish me already, huh?
Bunch of mods installed just to get it to run the way it needs to run.
This place is a war zone. Not like low-flying things trying to kill me. Going north. Not wanting to get purged, I get. But taking on trained soldiers?
Better to die than get sent to Pulse. It's hell for Brimstone.
Yeah, well, hell's not sounding too bad. Because this place ain't exactly paradise.
Domesticated peacekeepers. Nothing to worry about.
Maybe not for a soldier girl, but I'm trying to say, hey!
Ex-soldier.
pushing now. Yeah, you must be real nice from up there.
Smash the A button. I don't know, as brain dead as this game like starts out, it definitely gets more complicated as you go, but it's at least better than Final Fantasy 15. Oh my god. Wait, here it is. Because 15 is like completely brain dead all the way through to the end of the game. That's another. I need to replay that one because I played that game when it launched and it was trash, dude. And they've done a lot of patching since then, updating and like additional content. I fucking hated that game, dude. I got the platinum trophy in that game on PS4. That's what they call their achievements. I had every achievement in that game on one playthrough without like I never died once, not a single time. The only time I died, I saw a game over screen when I crashed the car once, and the car blew up, and then you get a game over. You can't just say preemptive strike and... Okay. Oh shit, I hate for you. Okay, I don't need to use a potion. We're fucking at full health. It's a waste of a potion. See, that's the wrong, like, tutorial, because your health gets fully restored before every battle. I think that was one of the big things about this Final Fantasy was that was one of the things. There's like no management outside of battle.
Do we turn back?
There's no time.
Then what do you suggest we do?
Quiet.
Hey! Wait! No, don't leave me!
Let go.
No, hell no! You're my only way out of here! No, Hey, that might get us across. Right there. Right?
Looks that way.
All right, you leave this to me. Hey, this way.
Well.
Where you going? Hurry up and get over here.
Wait, there could be items over here. Oh, we were here already, right?
We try and make tracks and they'll just pick us off from up above. Seems to be not our lucky day. Get brave.
Deportees, are we? Weapons down. I'd hate for this to turn ugly.
Turn ugly?
He wants to kill us without a fight.
Time's up!
Soldier. What's your angle? What? Classified military info? Huh? What's the matter? You quit, didn't you? Or did you think I'm gonna go out there and just tell everybody your secrets?
I'll see. My angle. I'm after the Foul Sea. Still happy you tagged along.
Didn't have a choice.
On behalf of Cocoon citizens, I would like to thank our brave pulse pioneers and express our best wishes for a successful relocation. Your noble and selfless sacrifice ensures the continued safety and peace of our society. Were it not for this remarkable gesture, every resident of Cocoon, your family, your friends, your neighbors, would be exposed to the dangers of the world below. By choosing to leave Cocoon and participating in this migration,
Migration? More like extermination.
Huge. You stay here.
Sorry. I didn't mean to.
These people need heroes. Here. You keep your cool, and they will too. You got it?
Got it.
What's What's our motto?
The army's no match for Nora.
Attaboy.
Alright, I think we switched to Snow for a little bit. Snow, Troy Baker's best performance, if you ask me. A lot of people don't know that this is Troy Baker's most prominent role, dude, before the Uncharted and before The Last of Us. This is what he has to thank for. If it wasn't for this game, no one would know who he is.
This is crazy.
Then take a nap.
Really? Can I?
Sure. And when we're taking a dirt nap, you can save them all.
Oh, that's even worse.
No dirt naps today. We're all in this together. Our enemy's the Cocoon Sanctum. The dreaded SciComm, no less.
What's to dread? SciComm's nothing but a whole bunch of bluster and bullying. They've got nothing on Nora.
Well, we are the heroes after all.
Let's prove it!
Yeah!
Sanctum's gonna pay for this.
Everyone else has guns. He's just gonna fucking punch motherfuckers to death. Full armored guys just fucking punching the shit out of them.
Gotta clear a path out of here.
What? How is that a 4-star performance right there?
No more.
There are soldiers everywhere.
Yo, boss. What's the plan?
Charge in, guns blazing.
Hey, that's not a plan.
Real heroes don't need plans.
The one thing I always hated about this game is like when you're in combat waiting for the next attack to come out, the characters kind of just walk the fuck around, and their position is very important to the way the battle plays out, because the enemy can use an attack that it would have otherwise missed, or they'll have like an AoE attack, and if your character just happens to walk in a bad position on their own, you could either get fucked or you could avoid it, but you have no control over that.
We'll clear you a path out of here, so be ready.
Wait, let me fight with you. You can't expect us to just sit here.
Could help.
Yep. Please, let us help.
Okay then. Volunteers front and center.
Here, take this one.
This
Here you go. One for you.
Count me in.
Here's yours. Take care now. Mom? Don't worry. Huh?
So I just
Hold it steady.
here. Yeah, feels good.
Yep, nice.
Can you show me again?
You got it.
That's how it works.
You sure?
Yeah. Moms are tough.
I'm from the streets, bitch.
It's the last one, boss.
All right, last one. Somebody take it. Push come to shove. Keep him safe.
First impression of snow? All
All right, lay low and you'll be fine. We'll clear out the area.
We're going home together.
Come on! Everybody up!
Right. New recruits, on me.
Come on.
Time to go, kiddo.
We're not losing to SciComm, you hear me?
This will be a piece of cake.
Stay sharp. Don't want to make their job. Be easier. Sorry, boss.
Always use one save slot. Like, I'm a bad RPG player. That's never fucked me in the ass. I don't think like it's not as much of an issue these days. Especially when it's like I'm pretty good at recognizing when I should make a new slot. Like when it's linear like this, there's not much room to fuck up. It's not like I'm walking into an area where I shouldn't be and then like saving it there and not being able to get out. Most games, most modern RPGs don't like fuck you like that anymore. Back in the day, sure, but I don't know. Those types of games I avoid typically.
Let's shake things up a little.
Mobilize Beta Force! Put down the resistance!
Heroes don't run from fights.
We fight and we survive!
Just punching this thing in the fucking face. Ugh.
We gotta win this!
Okay, stop wasting potions. See, that time when he moved was in my favor. That time too. But I have no control when he does that backstep. Like, it would be a much better game if I had control of like the actual movement.
No! We got trouble!
No kidding. Stay down.
Come on, that thing's like 6 inches away. You can't just shoot me over there real quick and get the shot off.
I told you, didn't I? Moms are tough. Get him home. Please.
Hold on!
Come on! We have to move!
Right.
Would you like to save? Yes.
It's an out-and-out massacre. Those people won't even live long enough to die on Pulse.
That was the idea.
What?
Sanctum logic. They conjured up the urge to eliminate a threat. I mean, why carry the danger all the way to Pulse? Why not just stamp it out here? Execution masquerading as exile. That's all the Purge ever was.
Relocation to Pulse. How does the government get away with pulling crap like that? And you knew this was gonna happen?
The Purge was PSICOM. Private Sanctum troops, not the Guardian Corps.
PSICOM, Guardian Corps. Soldiers are soldiers, aren't they? Pulse Foul C and their lessee are enemies of the state.
I hate games that, or not even just games, just story in general, that does this, where it's like using terms and events and things you have no idea what the fuck they're talking about, but it's as if, I mean, obviously the characters know what they're talking about, but the consumer, like the player, the viewer, has no idea.
Wait, what?
Like, I guess the only way to get around that type of thing is to have a character who doesn't know, who's like not familiar with the world, and then everyone can explain to that person while at the same time explaining to the viewer or the player, like, you know, yeah, here's what's happening here. It's like, I've only played through this game once, didn't know what the fuck was going on, but it was still, like, I think the game itself is still enjoyable. So, now that I'm playing through and, like, paying attention to stuff deliberately, I still don't know. Even though I've played through this game once, and now I'm replaying it, I still don't know what the fuck is going on. I mean, it was a while ago I played through this the first time, but I thought I would have at least maintained some of the knowledge I got from the first time. But I have no idea.
Sarah. Just what you were looking for.
Yeah, right in there.
The Pulse Foul C.
Don't worry. We'll be okay.
Mom.
Here. Oh. It's too much, isn't it? Face it later. Ciao!
Hey, wait!
You said it made you happy when I smiled, didn't you? But really, I was afraid. I was always afraid.
So, how do you figure that post-Fauci is different from the sanctums? All things being equal, I just as soon keep wondering.
Time to jump.
Yeah, I know. Hey, hey! Hey! Hang on! What the? Hey! Damn. She can do it, so can we.
I think the voice acting is good too. Like, I like the voice actor for Saz. I don't know if he's done anything else, but I don't know. I thought he does a great job. Obviously, Troy Baker does a great job.
What about the others? They didn't die. They couldn't have died. Of course not. Hey, get a grip, man! What's wrong with you? Get him home. Get who home? Toss me that. Catch. What are you doing? So what are you afraid of, huh? You're supposed to be the hero. She's waiting there, ain't she? Your lovely bride-to-be? Isn't it about time you picked her up? Yeah. There's our ride. Now you're talking.
I think this game also does the thing where if the party leader dies, everyone dies. I think it does that, which I've always fucking hated. It never made any sense to me.
Look, there they are. I want every weapon ready to fire. Stay sharp. All right, on my go. Right.
I don't remember if it does that though, but we'll find out at some point.
That's a sad sound. Where's the soul?
Hey, Godot.
Yeah?
If you don't know who you gotta save, you just protect them all, right?
Something on your mind? You got plenty of time for thinking on the way, hero.
Yeah.
Ready! Go! Hey! It's us! It's us! Don't shoot!
Snow!
Since when do you care about kids?
Favor for a friend.
Okay.
Hey, Snow! You made it!
Hey, yo. So, you really managed to use that thing?
I think I'm done.
You're done when we are.
Ow, what's it?
That's the one.
Didn't you have something to tell him?
Yeah,
All right then.
but
I'll go with you.
what?
You have no idea what it was like.
Everyone safe?
The army's no match for Nora.
I meant the kids.
All accounted for.
Okay. Let's keep it that way, all right? I'll swing by the vestige. Keep the kids out of trouble.
You got it. Say hi to the missus for me. You go skirt chasing, I take care of the kids. Some husband.
Dinner's on me.
Better be home cooking.
When's the wedding, lover boy?
Well, don't worry. None of you are invited.
We're still going.
Hey, you serious?
What about me?
Catch you later.
Oh.
Here we go.
It's dirty.
Stop running around, kid.
I'm gonna go ahead and assume that Hope is probably the most hated character in this game. Even though he's like low key the most like powerful in certain ways. Like he is the clutch play. Very underrated. But he's a little bitch.
You okay?
I want to tell him. It's just that.
Say, you know how to fly this?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. In you go. That way.
No, no.
Huh?
If we go in there, that thing could. It could make us Lassie. This is. I don't think I can.
You can do it.
What are you two doing?
Here we go!
Uh-oh. Get back here! You hear me? Hey!
The pulse fell sea. It held our future and our fate. Now, where is the... Oops. Well then... Guess it's just us.
What did you expect?
Throwing up gang signs.
Even soldiers know not to go near the foul sea. You become a pulse Lassie, and you're finished.
What do you mean, finished?
Haven't you heard? Miss...
Vanille.
Huh?
My name. And yours?
Hope. Thank you. What were we thinking?
Well, since we're here, let's look around. Check this out.
Hey! Vanille, where are you?
Well,
That's...
You just found that? First of all, it was like on the other side. There was no way you were gonna see that to be like, oh, check this out. But like also, why is that there? Oh yeah, you forget he has a fucking boomerang. You're never gonna use that shit. Once you get this kid, like, You forget that she has this thing too. Once you're using them properly, you're never gonna use these weapons again. But you know, for now, we just have the basic shit.
Back to exploring.
Better stay close.
Okay.
I thought this place was supposed to be empty.
Let's grab. Oh yeah, I forgot you can't do shit if you're next to an enemy.
What's wrong with her? Please don't go looking for trouble.
Okay, this camera fucking sucks.
You're gonna regret this.
It's his. Where is he? Where are we going?
You're gonna regret this.
Aren't you scared?
Not so much.
You really don't get it.
Pulse Falsey and Lassie are bad news. That's why Cocoon kicked them out. Live too close to the Falsey, one-way ticket to Pulse. That's the purge in a nutshell.
If they catch us here, they'll purge us too. And then...
What's your problem?
What's my... Pulse is hell on Earth.
We'll be okay. Calm down.
Get off me.
Sarah? Can you hear me? Where are you?
Don't worry, Sarah. Your hero is on his way. Wonder what that's for.
What did that say? Chapter 2. This is chapter 2 now. I'm gonna keep going. I don't remember how close we are. There's a boss fight in this area somewhere. There's like a logical like break point. Where like everyone meets up and then you go fight this thing and then something blows up and then we're in some other area, I think.
Just hold on, Sarah.
They're selling these games as a trilogy now, with this one, 13-2, and Lightning Returns, which I have all three of them, and I want to replay through this, and maybe 13-2. But Lightning Returns, I've had that one for a while, and never played it, or played like very little of it. I just can't believe they tried to make a thing out of Lightning, and just no one, no one gave a fuck.
Beg your pardon?
It was me. This is my fault.
Beg your pardon?
Cover your ears.
Huh? Oh, blast charge? Oh, wait, hold on. All right, hold up. All right, go for it. Make it happen.
I'm so sorry. Please let me in. Please?
Hey. What? How'd you open it?
Blast charge.
After you.
Like, they tried to make her fucking Cloud, as the name suggests. Like, they were using weather terms for, like, the main protagonist's name for a while. A lot of people don't know Squall is a weather term. I worked in meteorology for 6 years. Squall's it's like a type of wind. It's a wind event. So they tried to go back to that for Lightning, and it just doesn't. I don't know why. But like her whole personality is like Cloud almost. Like she's like an ex-soldier, and this whole like fucking like don't give a shit attitude. This badass mentality. I'm not gonna show emotions.
Don't scare easy, do you?
All right, let's go. Pop a potion. Okay. Like, I'm not gonna blame people for falling off this game. Like, the beginning here is really fucking bad. You don't get any of the good shit until, well, until I guess until you kill that first boss that's coming up. But even then, it's still like they really just drip feed you all the abilities and shit. Once you can start mixing stuff together. Oh, come on. Oh yeah, here we go.
If those things are still around, might be some soldiers trapped in here too. Except they'd probably be l'Cie by now. Huh? Not even human anymore. Just post-l'Cie. Enemies of Cocoon. Can't show them any mercy.
There's the next one.
I still don't understand the whole like l'Cie, Fauci thing. I think at some point I did look up like what all that shit was about, but
All right.
should I do?
Tell him what you need to.
But nothing I say will change what happened.
We could just run away.
Good idea. Yes, let's do that.
Well, that wasn't scary at all.
What is that?
I'm tougher than you thought, huh?
Oh, we just went like in a giant circle. There's something back here. Getting all these items. Still chilling out in the Discord, so anyone wants to jump in there, have a chat. Just chilling tonight. What is that? What did I just pick up? Oh. Okay. I'm not gonna save it anymore until, because there's no point. When you die, it just resets you to the beginning of the fight, so it's not like I'm in danger of like, oh shit, I didn't save it for like 6 hours and now I gotta do all that. Like, no, it's very forgiving. Which that was another thing I liked about this game. It didn't really punish you for being a dumbass. You know, it puts you in a fight, lets you experiment. You know, shit goes south. You can just, I think there's even you can just pause the game and say, I want to restart this fight. Go in with a different approach. Even. Yep. He's like, I'm worth 3 of you guys. I remember these things being assholes later on in the game.
How did you get in here? You gotta leave. Okay, listen. Find some place to hide and keep quiet. Once I find Sarah, we'll all leave together. You'll be home in time for dinner.
You...
Wait! Who's Sarah?
My wife. Future wife, that is. She's a Pulse Lassie.
No.
She's here somewhere, along with that Fal'Cie. I gotta find her and set her free.
What's wrong with you? Why do you want to help a Lassie? They're the enemy.
Huh?
How can you save a Lassie? And not... That's insane!
Probably. But I gotta do something, right? I'll be back.
Should we wait around for him and hitch a ride?
I'd rather go to Pulse. Why is this happening to me? When they found the Fal'Cie the other day, we were just visiting Bodum. But the army took us, threw us on that train. And because of that guy, Mom is...
Probably shouldn't leave them alone.
And he wants to help a Lassie?
Hey again.
Hey. Let's go with him. You gotta talk to him, Hope. If you don't take this chance, you'll regret it forever.
Okay.
Yeah, all that shit you just said when you thought he was gone. Now you can say it to his face.
What's gotten into you, soldier? Thought you came for a fight.
My sister.
Your sister?
She's a Lassie.
What? A Pulse Lassie?
That's the only kind, right? Why do we have to specify?
But I'll find her.
Is she still... Hey, what was her focus? When she became a Lassie, what did the Fal'Cie order her to do? It wasn't blow up Cocoon or anything like that, was it?
Well, actually.
I didn't ask.
Listen to me. When a person gets cursed by a Fal'Cie, they become a Lassie, and they get given a focus, right?
What up, Grumble? Is there a mod to remove the bird in the hair of the weirdo? You'd be surprised.
If they don't carry it out,
That's why it took me so long to start tonight, is because I was downloading and installing mods for this.
your sister's gone that far. I mean,
Which the mod scene for this game is very active. Surprisingly.
there's no way to turn a Lassie back into a human. Even if she completes her focus, there's no changing her fate. She'll live her life as a Fal'Cie slave. Don't make her suffer.
Just say it. Any Lassie. Anyone who might ever become a Lassie should be wiped off the face of Cocoon.
Oh yeah, 13.2 is definitely better, way better.
People like you that started the purge in the first place.
But I also hold the opinion that X2 is way better than X. And I will fight, I will fist fight over that opinion. mostly because, and this goes for like both games, they cut the bullshit. Like those games, like when those games start, they start, dude. Like this game starts way too slow, and X starts way too slow. Oh, you should try X2. Now that they have the remasters out, you won't have to emulate them. Oh, you're actually gonna get those pixel remasters? I thought, I'm surprised you're even considering that. People seem pretty sour on those. Now, I have no opinion. I don't really care. I'm not a purist. I think if you're making the game easier to play for people, especially like the mobile ports of all those, like, I'm totally fine with that. I don't really care about how it looks. Like, it's all just like preference. But that, like, that's, oh shit, what did I hit? That's the RB. Tells you their weakness. Interesting. And their drop, rare drops. Interesting. Okay. Notes, unremarkable. Okay. What was I saying before I did that? I'm more interested in what else did they change, like gameplay wise? Did they add like a fast forward feature, or you know, because those games are old as fuck. So you're coming at them for the first time. The mechanics in those games might seem a little antiquated. Not that they need to completely revamp the mechanics, but maybe just add like a little something to make it more accessible for people. Like, I think they did add a map at the very least. I think they did add a map to those games. Or like a little like mini map, I think. Or maybe they already had a map. It's been a while since I've played. I didn't play Final Fantasy until Final Fantasy VIII. And I didn't even own that game. I just my best friend at the time had a PlayStation, and I would go to his place, and that's when I learned about like Final Fantasy. I never even heard of Final Fantasy until I saw it from this motherfucker. And he had like a modded PS1 too, so he had all like the Japanese like imports and shit. So like I saw that shit, like Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle. This motherfucker had, he had Metal Gear Solid I saw for the first time. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? It's like a movie. Cause I only had Nintendo shit until like GameCube, and I finally got a PS2 for the first time. I actually got a GameCube, then Dreamcast, then PS2, and then Xbox. So my knowledge of Final Fantasies before 8 is like limited. I know a lot about 7 now. I've caught up on 7. But everything before that is like not, I don't know shit about. Yeah, my like around when the PS2 came out, my parents got a lot more interested in the idea of video games and just what they were doing at the time. Like Xbox had like Xbox Live. And my dad was like interested in like how does this work? So he got us like an Xbox Live subscription, and like I played Counter-Strike for the first time on Xbox online. That shit was crazy. There was a racing game. I think it was MotoGP or something. And then like they were interested in like not interested in playing them, just interested in I guess getting it for us to experience and just like watching on the sidelines for the one session and being like, okay, that's what that does. Okay.
Someone stumbles into the wrong place at the wrong time, and all this happens.
But it definitely wasn't back to back. Like when we got our Dreamcast, we like played the fuck out of that thing until it broke. Like we got to the point where it would only work if we turned it upside down. Or like we had to put like a book on top to keep the disk drive to make the disc spin. And then yeah, when that thing finally went, then we got a PS2. But it wasn't like we didn't get it when it was like new. It definitely was like a while later. But like I always had a Nintendo, but even there's like a shitload of games that I never even like, cause we had a Super Nintendo, we had an NES, we had a Super Nintendo, but there was still like a shitload of games I'd never even heard of until like way later. Like Final Fantasy was a Nintendo franchise until 7. It's not like I couldn't experience those games, I just never did for some reason. Oh, that potion out. I think there were a lot of like huge games. I don't remember because I guess like when I was old enough to really know what the fuck I was doing, I like I don't know, I was maybe like 8 years old. And by that time, like I'd had like N64 is probably like my best memories. Even though I have good memories of like Donkey Kong Country and Contra 3 on Super Nintendo, Mega Man X. I really don't have any like really fucking good memories until Nintendo 64 and like PlayStation. That I would only play at my friend Christian's house. And that motherfucker had like the good cable and shit. Like he had G4. Oh, it was before it was G4. It was like Tech TV, which I'd never seen.
I already told you that.
Most Lassie are the enemies of Cocoon.
So they should die?
Listen, if she fails her focus, you know how that'll end.
And killing her is a mercy? You came.
Sarah!
Let's get you out of here.
Hands off. I'm taking her home.
Sis.
I'm not your sister. You couldn't protect her. It's your fault she can save us. Sarah? You can save
But
us.
yeah, I don't know. I would assume they would talk about all that stuff in like Nintendo Power, because that was the only word. Like you had word of mouth, and you had like magazines. This was all before like the internet. So I had Nintendo Power. Once I got an N64, I think I was just too young for like the Super Nintendo shit. RPGs, like I don't know. As a kid, RPGs were not appealing to me. And to some degree, they're still not. Like I have a very specific thing I'm looking for out of RPGs. You need to start with PH? No. Well, because again, Phantasy Star, I didn't get into Phantasy Star until Phantasy Star Online. I had no idea that there was this whole fucking franchise of Phantasy Star. On Genesis, I'd never had. Dreamcast was my first Sega console.
She's...
But I didn't even know about Phantasy Star Online until I got it on GameCube.
Remember the legend. Lassie, who fulfilled their focus, turned to Crystal and gained eternal life. It's the same with Sarah. Eternal life. She's not dead. Sarah's my bride to be. I promise to be.
Because I have very, like, I have little memories of like my first Final Fantasy, which was 8. But I was experiencing it through like someone else who actually had the game. And all I could remember is being confused at like, why can't I move my character? Why are we just standing here selecting things from a menu? Like I was super confused at, I don't know, how primitive the gameplay seemed. This is me as a kid. Like playing stuff like Contra and shit and, you know, action fucking games like Zelda. And then going to Final Fantasy, like, what the fuck is this? Why are menus all over the place? Like, it was just like a very foreign thing to me at the time. Good thing you didn't try to play CRPGs back then. You would have been so disgusted. Oh, dude, I'm disgusted by them still. I still don't want to play that shit. Like that shit, like that has not changed. I had StarCraft on N64, and that was a fucking nightmare. Like, I hate anything involving, like, strategy, turn-based, like, units and moving units and gathering resources and shit, man. Like, I hate it. Anything involving cards or strategy, whenever I see that shit, I'm like, nope, I'm out. Like I've definitely warmed up to, and there's some like strategy games that I like, but they're like loose, and the strategy is like loose there. Trenchcoat, yo, Trenchcoat. Dude, I like Saws, man.
You're gonna ask it to help her? Are you out of your mind, kid? That thing wants to chew us up and spit us out.
Well, what do you want me to do?
0 to 60 right there. Alright, it's gonna fight everything. Yeah, I was saying earlier how good the voice acting is. Like, the voice acting is really good in this game, I think. Troy Baker, that's a Troy Baker. Uh, you know, this is the game that made Troy Baker. He wouldn't be where he is today if it wasn't for this game, so. Well, okay, here's the thing. So, like I said, I spent like an hour and a half installing mods. I installed a mod that uses the like ultra quality character models. I installed a mod that replaces all the textures with the high quality versions. So this game is not. It doesn't normally look this good. I'm also playing 4K. Everything maxed out. It's like 8K shadow textures, which usually like shadows are like the big like killer of performance, but super fine right now. Yeah, I don't know. I remember buying this game launch day. And like just fucking like marathoning it.
So this is the Foul Sea.
Only played 3 years ago. Yeah, people hate this game, but I don't know. I think people are forgetting how linear some of those other Final Fantasy games are.
Please, turn her back. I'll be your Lassie instead.
Fine. You go on begging. Like this thing gives a damn what we want!
What's funnier is watching on like PS3 trophies. You can like look at your friends list and like compare your trophies. Everyone stops playing this game at the same exact point. It's like it's the most critical fight where people stop playing. It's basically the 24-hour mark where the game wants you to have learned everything. It's also right before the game actually opens up and you actually get to the open world. Everyone stops right before that point because that's where the game gets fucking like difficult. It actually asks of you to do the shit that it tried to teach you through the first 24 hours. And it's a difficult fight, but if you get past it, it's like the rest of the game actually opens up and it gets much better. But that's a lot to ask of people to, invest. No, yeah, no, that's it. The meme is correct. I like it though. Not so much the 20-hour tutorial, but there's a significant portion of this game that I completely forgot about. Now that I'm thinking about it again, I'm like, oh god, yeah, there's that whole fucking segment. Okay. Dude, I remember hearing about Final Fantasy XI having like some like raid bosses that were like in the tens of hours. I just really like this game's combat system. I mean, not as it is right now, but once you get into it, oh my god. Once they start giving you once they give you all the options in this game, it really opens up, and it has a lot of strategy to it. But you don't get that from just this auto battle fucking just mash the A button thing that they're doing here, which I don't really understand why they have the auto battle. This game does not need that at all. Maybe to make it like a bit more accessible. Oh my god, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. Oh my god, dude. Okay, let's do that again. I like Final Fantasy XIV. The problem is, I can't justify paying for an MMO anymore, where there's so many good free options now. Rome Reborn is a very good product. This is a very high quality product. That goes without saying. But there's so many good high quality free products that, like, I'm just gonna keep my health up. This game does a thing where if the leader dies, everyone fucking dies. I can't, like, I've always hated that. The auto battle is dumb. I mean, I get maybe it's possible that it's possible that here I don't have they haven't unlocked the option for me to switch leaders yet. So, because I think once you get far enough, you can switch your leader, And when you can do that, I think when your leader actually dies, it just switches to the next person, I think. But there are RPGs that fucking, when the leader dies, you're like, oh, game over. And it's like, well, dude, I got 3 other motherfuckers standing here. I'm like, the thing is also, like, fucking, he's like almost dead. There it is. That's the move you don't. Dude, there's so many. This game has so many things that you don't get from the start. I think that's the problem that a lot of people have with this. Is that the game starts like this. It just gives you one attack and like nothing else, and then like it makes people think that that's all there is to it. But this game opens up like significantly, man. It sucks that it starts like this.
Where are we?
What's going on?
When I couldn't see a future,
I like a good sci-fi setting.
the future was clear and it hurt to see. I'd just close my eyes and lose myself in happier days.
I mean, this game, I ain't gonna hold you. It's like this game's not. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you this is a good game. I like it, but maybe for the wrong reasons.
Great spot to watch from.
The whole game's here tonight. How did that happen? Don't know. Destiny?
More like dumb luck.
Let's go find him.
Excuse me.
See you around.
You know.
No, but I want to.
I just missed her. She said she'd be at the usual place.
Oh, that's Fang right there.
Thanks.
Sorry about that. Now, who'd you say you were looking for?
I think I'm gonna stop after this cutscene.
Maybe I was. I was hoping that tomorrow I can tell my sister. She'll be so mad, knowing I hid it from her.
Don't worry. I'll take the blame for you. You know, you should ask for something bigger. These are wish-granting fireworks, like in the stories.
Stories, huh? The sea who fulfill their focus, they become crystal and gain eternal life.
Yeah, there's a lot of corridors in this game.
Would help if they gave you some clue about what you're supposed to do. We'll figure this thing out. You will never be one of those monsters.
So what will I be? A crystal?
Yesterday at the store, I got us something. I don't know much about jewelry, but I hope you like it.
But they had like a whole like thing planned for like this entire universe. Remember, like there was 13 and there was versus 13, which ended up being what 15 became.
My only. Will you marry me?
And then I don't know, I guess at some point they were like, this needs a trilogy. And like scrapped that whole thing, the Fabula Nova Chrysalis, I think it was called, a universe, which I think they still claim that 15 is still. I think they still did that though. I think they still say that 15 is still part of the whole thing, and like all of these games too.
Gotta love these fireworks. They granted my wish.
Your wish?
Before I asked you to marry me, I wish that you would say yes.
Then maybe they'll grant mine too.
What's that?
To have the courage to tell Lightning that I've become a Lassie.
Hey, our engagement is way bigger news. Oh man, I can't wait to see her face. She'll be my new sister.
Yeah.
I think for me, at the time, I wasn't bothered by the corridors because in the era that this game existed in, every game was a fucking corridor. So I think I was in the mindset of not Final Fantasy, because you gotta remember me coming from not a Final Fantasy background, this being one of the first ones I played. Not the first one, but like only like the only one I played before this was like 8, very little 7, Crisis Core. I played all those 7 spin-offs before I ever played 7. So I played Crisis Core, I played Dirge of Cerberus, I played all those shitty fucking games. Crisis Core is not shitty, but like that one's actually pretty good. But like that's a corridor game though. And I played 10 a little bit. I think I still hadn't played all the way through 10 before I played this. 10-2 I played, and then like, but like 10 is kind of like there's corridors in that game too. Not as bad, but like there's corridors in that game. And 12, which was my favorite. Oh, not 12. No, it was 12. Is it 12? Yeah, it was 12. 12 was my favorite before. Well, I think 12 is still my favorite. 12 is my favorite, I think. And 12 is really good. So I guess going from 12 to this looks bad because 12 is really fucking good. But I don't know. Well, I think 12 is good. People are kind of sour on 12, but 12's story is really good. I think it's unique in that it's not like a fucking like the stakes are like super low. Where I think most of these games, it's like you gotta save the world. Where 12 is just like very political, very low stakes. I think eventually they get to saving the world, but or maybe not. I don't know. I think it was more like save the country. I think I'm gonna stop here.
This must be Lake Brescia?
Yeah, and then the other thing about Final Fantasy games is that like the stakes are always high, and it's always like some fucking like love story entwined in it. And 12 didn't have any of that. It was like low stakes. It wasn't a fucking love story. It was just like political strife. I don't know. It just felt real relatable, even though like the world itself really wasn't. It was easier to follow than something like this, where it's just fucking, I have no idea what's going on. Lassie, Fauci, fucking Cocoon and shit, like none of it's, I have no idea. So here we go. Now the magic opens up.
You used the power of Lassie. Falsi cursed us. We're Lassie now.
So now the paradigm system opens up. Now I love the paradigm system in this game, dude. I don't know. It opens up so many opportunities for different strategies and kind of like building your own like class, I guess. But even this isn't really open yet. But you hit this button and you can switch. See, there's preset ones. That's how they do it. I remember now.
So we really are Lassie.
Oh, looks like it.
You too?
Yep. Right here.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Why me? I don't even know you. Will you have to go and attack that thing? Just leave me alone. It's your fault. It's your fault,
What a little bitch.
You couldn't. All of this is your and Sarah's fault.
Watch it!
He's the best character in the game, though. He's a little bitch. But he legit has, like, the best, magic.
Sorry.
Everything is gonna be all right. You'll see. Come on. Off we go.
I'm gonna hit a save point, and I think I'm gonna call it quits.
See, huh?
Podcast, Rick is out this weekend, so I was thinking maybe I do the podcast by myself. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided if we're just skip this week or I do it by myself. If I do it by myself, it could potentially just be a shit show. More than usual. So I don't know. I'm not sure yet. We'll find out. I'll find out. We'll think of something. All these cutscenes, man.
Okay, if we don't know our focus, how do we complete it?
I think I saw it.
Saw what?
That is how a focus comes down, people. The Fal'Cie, they don't spell it out with clear-cut instructions. All you get is a hazy glimpse.
Why does this motherfucker know so much?
Well, you know, that's what they say.
Oh, okay.
Legends.
They were thinking it, but I said it.
Did you see anything?
I just... It's all kind of foggy, but I saw this big, towering...
What? Wait a minute. Hold on now. Do we all have the same dream?
Ragnarok.
So, we all saw the same dream. We all heard that same voice.
You mean that was our focus? But how are we supposed to know what to do from that?
That's the tricky part. The dream's the only hint the Fal'Cie gives us. Figuring out what to do with it, that's our job.
Okay. We're Pulse Lassie, right? Enemy's a Cocoon. So, does that mean that our focus is... Are we supposed to...
Save her.
Say what?
Our focus is to protect Cocoon.
Really? Okay. And why's that?
Sarah told us. Let's do it.
Who or what is Sid in this one? I don't think there is a Sid.
She ought to be nearby.
I'm trying to think. I don't think there is a Sid. Or they just tucked him away in the there's like a little casino area. I would imagine they put him in there for something. Either that or there is no Sid. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so that opens up and the Crystarium opens up. This is how you level. This is how you level up. It's like a sphere grid almost, but this stuff's important. You can actually forget about, like... I remember playing through this and I often forgot about putting shit in here.
Need to find a way out of here. We can worry about everything else later.
Okay, I'm gonna next save point. I'm gonna save it and then stop. Oh, there it is. One save slot. That's how I do it.
I'll go scope things out ahead. Watch the others, will you?
All right, that's gonna do it here. That's Final Fantasy 13. You know, one of my favorites. Even though people are pretty sour on it, I think, you know, it gets a lot of hate for some pretty good reasons, but this game has a lot of good, I think. You just gotta give it a little bit of time, you know. It's a slow roast, you know, but I don't know. There's a lot to like here. There's a lot to like. Podcast Saturday, maybe. If I do it by myself, it's gonna be a different kind of show, guys. It's gonna be a different kind of show. Wow, there's like people in here now. Now that I'm about to stop. If someone says something in the next 30 seconds, I'll keep going for a little bit. Let's see who else is on. Like nobody. Nobody's on. Yeah. I guess I'll just, yeah, I guess I'll just stop. Fuck it. Okay. Elam. Holy shit. How the fuck do you say your name? Is that even pronounceable? You want me to keep going? I'll keep going for a little bit. What's up? How you doing? Elam, I'm looking at your name, trying to see how the fuck you say that, dude. What is that? Elemental Chevalier? Chevalier. I know that's like a French word, and I'm not saying it right. So, I'm not gonna try. Elemental, I'm just gonna call you. Element. I'm gonna keep going for a little bit. Why are you here? Why are you watching this? No, yes, it's Final Fantasy 13. I haven't played through this game since the day it came out. You love 13? Well, that makes two of us. I'm not gonna go so far as to say I love this game. I like it. Oh yeah, so your magic goes up. Now there's a... Wait, I didn't pick that up? I thought I picked up a new one. Or is that it?
That's a lot of enemies.
I just like this game. I just wanted to play through it again. At least a little bit. I'm probably not going to play through all of it. But... just we'll load it up and kind of let's talk about it a little bit. Is 8 the worst regarded? Low-key? There's a soft spot in my heart for 8 because it was the first... I had never heard of Final Fantasy until I played 8. So there's like a soft spot in my heart for 8. I know people hate the like the draw system, but I don't know. 8 is a fever dream. Okay. Is it like the like Majora's Mask thing where it's like there's this like crowd of people who like hate that game for like no reason? It's been a while since I played 8 too, but I don't like I don't remember it being that bad. I thought the draw system was fine. I don't know. I really like 8. I still really like 8.
This just might work. Magic may be cursed, but it makes us stronger, doesn't it? What's to stop us from putting it to good use?
It's just not as approachable.
I wonder what happened to everyone else.
I can see that maybe.
We fight it! Ragnarok! That's the reason we're Lassie. To stop it. To keep Cocoon safe.
I think people definitely hate this one more than 8, though.
She said to protect Cocoon, and then she turned to Crystal. That's the proof right there. She completed her focus. That means ours is to save Cocoon. Sarah's fal'C was the same as ours. Our focus has got to be the same. We were chosen to be guardians, to defeat Ragnarok. It makes sense.
What the hell it does? You're grasping at straws, son.
Having you play random characters at times. Yeah, like how it would switch between what was his name? Lagoon? Was that his name? My sister would change the names. Well, she would change the names, but she would also like pronounce them wrong. So
The fal'C took Sarah from us, and you want to help it? Whose side are you on?
I think she called Lagoon Larguent. I'm like, who the fuck is Larguent? Motherfucker, that says Lagoon. Or Laguna? I don't remember what his name was.
You fall off the purge train?
Maybe.
Or are you talking back to me? Huh?
So you can't even do that anymore. You can't change the names anymore. She used to love doing that, and she would rename the characters, and she would do all the voice acting. You can't do that anymore. Command execution. I'm gonna skip this. I don't know what they're talking about. Manually input commands. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm still gonna auto battle because it just works.
I thought they'd be tougher than that. This guy's a psychom, yeah? Supposed to be cream of the crop.
Yeah, but SciComm's an anti-pulse task force. They haven't fought a war in centuries. Bunch of rookie troops swinging around overpriced toys.
So, from what you're telling me, sounds like a regular old soldier.
Oh, you know what Final Fantasy game people hate that I really like? That I guess technically isn't a Final Fantasy game. Oh fuck, what's it called? The Super Nintendo one? Damn, what is that one called? Why am I forgetting this? Mystic Quest. Yeah. Dude, I love that game. That game is so it doesn't take itself seriously at all. And I love that about it. And like it doesn't give a fuck about the story or its characters at all. Like it'll be like, hey, my name's Sophie. I got this axe and I'm gonna chop this tree down, and that's all I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna join your party now. And then you get to the tree, she chops it down. It's like, well, I chopped that tree down. See ya. And it's like, what? Like, the way that's all you got to say about this? Like, that game keeps it the fuck moving, dude. I love that game. It's simpler, but like, I love it because of that. But I don't think it was a Final Fantasy game. I think it was it was something else. And when they brought it to America, they called it Final Fantasy because they didn't think it would sell if it was like the other whatever game it was supposed to be named. I just stream it. I already have. If I stream it, I would have to start over. I already have a save going in it. That's the problem with that game is it doesn't tell you. There's no map, and it doesn't tell you where you're supposed to go, and it doesn't like. If you forget what you were supposed to be doing, you're fucked, because there's no like. it has no direction at all. So I'm at a point in that game now where like I'm at the very end, and I don't know where to go. And like for some reason, I just never want to pull up a FAQ. I never want to pull up a guide when I get stuck in a game. I would rather just never finish. The world is pretty small, but like it wants you. It's a kind of game where there's like towns, and there's one person you got to talk to in a town to progress. And for the fuck of me, I have no idea what it wants me to do, or who it wants me to talk to, or where it wants me to go, or uh, yeah, it's like it's one of those games. I should probably use a potion. Yeah, I think if you take it outside of like the numbered Final Fantasy games, there's some. Oh, you know which one doesn't get enough recognition? Um, is fuck, I have it on here. I keep forgetting the names of these games. I have this game on disc. Fuck, what was the one? What was the PSP one? Not Crisis Core. Damn it. It was the only M-rated Final Fantasy game. The one like they're all in school. They all had card. They all were like named like after like a deck of cards. Fuck. Why am I forgetting the name of this one? Damn it! I gotta look it up. Hold on. There, Type Zero element came in with the Type Zero. Dude, Type Zero is so fucking good, man. Nobody played that game, but I'm telling you, it's like low key one of the best Final Fantasy games. Period. Um, it's like it's super. It's rated M because it's very violent game. Lots of blood, lots of just violence, man. That's another one where like I think it's pretty low stakes. Like the issue in that game, the bad guys in that game are not like it's not like a save the world type of deal. From what I remember, I don't remember a lot about it other than it was really fucking good. And no one talks about it. That's one I could stream because I haven't played that one in a while. And I would just like to see it again and show it to other people who would then go, "Yo, I need to play this." But yeah, that's another one that they remastered that one too. That's out now on Steam and PS4 is where I had it. Played that thing to completion, got all the achievements, which I don't do unless I like a game, or unless I can get all of them very easily with one playthrough on the easiest difficulty, which you can in that game. I guess that's why I did it, but that doesn't mean it's not a good game though. That game is really fucking good. Oh, look at all the stuff we have that I didn't know. Let's put that on. See, like, even though, like, these are still corridors, I guess, but you know, there's a little bit more going on, you know, just a little bit. We love to play Final Fantasy 13 on Switch. I would imagine they would do that. Probably not. They probably wouldn't do that. Or if they do it, it would be a very low effort port, I think. I mean, this PC version is very low effort.
Weird, isn't it? All the messed up ways to meet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Steam Deck has a lot of possibilities. Steam Deck is going to make me play a lot of my Steam library that I would, like, otherwise never touch.
Bodum security regiment. She goes by Light.
It's not right. Why kids have to get dragged into this?
I'll keep the kids out of trouble.
Problem with that is, you're one of them.
Hey,
Trying to take on the post-Fal'Cie. That was our first mistake. We should have left it to the same.
I think my delivery date is like Q2 2022.
Water, everything we've needed since the time we were born.
but you still helped us do it.
No, that's not even the delivery date. That's the, well, first of all, that's the estimated date. It's estimated that, and it's the shipping date. So who knows if it's actually going to ship at that time? You know, there's bound to be. I'm sure there's going to be delays because who knows. And you're not paying $700 just for Final Fantasy. You're paying $700 for, and believe me, $700 is a steal compared to, like, there are other handheld PCs that you can get. They're all above $1,000. And none of them are of the quality that that Steam Deck is going to be. Yeah, the Steam Deck, like, as soon as I saw that thing, I mean, you know, everyone jumped on it either way, but, like, as soon as I saw it, I knew. I was like, yo, this is what we need right now. How many times have you played through this game, Element? Would you say this is your favorite game of all time? I just want to gauge the level of I want to gauge the level of love you have for this game. Oh yeah, strange fluid. That's what we need. 3 to 4 times when it released. How many times after it released? This is a long game. This game is long. So, I mean, twice is one time is an investment.
get you out of there. Thanks.
This is goodbye.
Lightning.
What was that?
Just gonna leave her?
I went to detective mode for a second.
If they find us, we're all dead.
Turn on our Witcher senses.
You think you know how she feels?
If I leave her, then I'll never know. We'll be fine. I can handle anything they throw at us. No one will die. I'll protect Sarah and Cocoon.
Does she look protected to you?
I can save her!
What can you possibly do?
Whatever it takes!
Ooh, me. You two are hopeless. You just can't admit it. You want to stay as much as he does.
Didn't love the way Square Enix forced the rest of the story. Yeah, but I will say I appreciated 13 too. Just from the gameplay perspective, it's a much better game than this one, but it's also like I think it wraps up the story pretty nicely. Lightning Returns, on the other hand, was completely unnecessary. That I have that one, but I haven't played it yet, so okay, yeah, we get the paradigm system. This is where they want you to like know. Yeah. Okay. Okay, do your heals. Okay. Yeah, cause I really like the paradigm system. But they just don't let you play with it fast enough. Like, I think the biggest flaw of this game is just how they drip feed you everything. Like, I think people are smart enough that they'll get it, man, if you just let them play with it. Okay, come on now. They give you these garbage paradigms like off the bat. These like preset ones. They don't let you customize anything. I still got it, dude. I still got it. It's been a very long time since I played this game, but I'm still getting it in, man. Still feels just as natural. Yeah, 5 stars. Easy.
You're leaving?
We want to help Sarah too. But without tools, we could be digging for days. The army's on our trail. So for now, we gotta keep moving. For now.
So I just abandoned her and saved myself?
What about your focus? What happened to banding together and saving the world? Isn't that what you promised? Now you want to forget it all and die right here? Snow, you're nothing but talk.
Lightning! I'll do whatever it takes. I'll finish this focus and keep Sarah safe. That's my promise.
Great job so far.
Got him. Got him.
Stay out of trouble.
You do.
Get going. Later.
Okay.
Snow.
Oh, you dislike Snow.
Save it for next time, kiddo. You're getting left behind.
Why is that? But it's Troy Baker, though. Everyone likes Troy Baker.
It's okay, honey. Light will take care of it. We'll meet again.
Yeah. Count on it.
How do you feel about Hope, though? Do you like him? Do you dislike him more than you dislike Hope? Because I'm under the assumption, without having looked at it at all, that nobody likes Hope. Is my assumption. But then you find out that he's like the most powerful character, though. At least I found, this is all just me like extrapolating what people think from what I think, but Hope, like once it opens up and you get like level that dude up, Hope is like the best character. He is like the biggest clutch player. Oh god, oh god. Did he die? Is he dead? Oh, he's dead. Might wanna use one of those on him. He doesn't think before he acts. That's not how a hero should be. Well, you know, he's got to have a progression where he like, you know, he jumps in blindly, and then as his character develops, he learns that that's not the best course of action. He's in, you know. He's like, oh man, I was a real idiot back there. Remember when I used to just jump in and not think about things? Look how much I've progressed as a character. I don't know what I picked up. I don't remember if that's how his like arc goes, but I would imagine they're putting a lot of emphasis on how much of a blockhead he is. That if this game does it right, they would give him a whole like segment where like he fucks up big time, but he's gonna make up for it by changing his ways. Because the fault a lot of wannabe heroes make, the mistake that a lot of wannabe heroes make is that they think they have to save everyone, or you know they think they have to. They go in with a lot of unrealistic expectations, and then oh, we got some weapons for Saz here. Well, let's put something on him. See, Saz is always my magic guy. Doing some magic stuff. I guess, yeah, Hope does act the way you would expect him to act, but that doesn't... Oh my god, what's happening in this? I think he just acts that way for way too long. Like he does eventually turn around and you know come out of his shell eventually, but from what I remember, it's like a significant portion of the game where he's like just not. Yeah, Saz is the strongest synergist. I think Saz is my synergist. I would fuck shit up with Saz and Hope. Saz on synergist, and then Hope on what's the one that does the debuffs? I forget what it's called. But I would have him doing buffs, and then Hope doing debuffs. And just fucking shit up, man. I mean, that combo is just so good. Or I would have them like both doing... I would just have them both doing the thing. Like them both doing synergist or them both doing debuffs. And just fucking shit up, man. I mean, like once you get everyone in there, once you find out what they're good at, you kind of just like, you can kind of just coast for a little bit. Vanille is strongest debuffer because of her Belladonna weapon. See, I don't even know. Thing I know about me is that I don't I never play optimally. That's my, like, not that I refuse to, it's just I never like put the research in. Oh, was I supposed to do that? I never look at stats and numbers and so maybe you're right about that. I never knew that. I just know Hope was my debuffer, and he's damn good at it, from what I remember. But yeah, if Anil can do it, then but I would always have her on the healing. What is this one? I haven't even looked at this. Okay, it's the same thing. Yeah. Oh, you know, I realized that I haven't done this yet. So let's spend a couple hours in this menu. Alright, I know there's gonna be people in the comments like, what are you dumbass, you're fucking this up? I'm like, this is what I mean, but I don't like, I don't look at the numbers or anything, I just kind of... I don't think there's really any wrong way to do this. Okay, he's not even... Okay, I'm gonna go until the next save point. The next time I get to save, I'm gonna stop. No. Don't need it. I did forget about that, so it's good that they reminded me that exists. Oh yeah. And you can do this. It's weak to fire and water. But now that we know that, it should be doing they should be doing fire and water attacks, yeah. Which is what they're doing. Dead.
Purge survivors.
I hope everyone made it out okay.
So do I. But nowhere is safe for them now. Damn it. Just cause they shared a neighborhood with a Fal'Cie, they get treated like Pulse-tainted rats.
People really hate Pulse, don't they?
Not hate.
Of course we do.
More like fear. Tens of millions of people, all scared of Pulse boogeymen. They'd be shaking in their beds every night if they knew that l'Cie like us were around.
But they purged that entire town.
It's crazy, I know. But the Sanctum Fal'Cie did nothing to stop it. Up until now, Eden's always stepped in to correct their errors in judgment. Guess humans aren't worth the effort. Figure they'll let us just kill each other off.
l'Cie are not human.
So, Element, when you played this the first time, or even the second time, or the third time, or the fourth time, did you understand the story at all? Did you... And I don't mean like going outside of the... Because of course you can like look stuff up. Did you understand the story as it's presented in game, is what I'm asking. Because this is my second time through. I know a little bit. I kind of forgotten a lot of stuff about all the like vocabulary they're throwing around, but I remember a little bit. But I still don't. I have no idea what they're talking about. Like, I can confidently say that the story is not at all what I'm here for. I like the, I just like the combat. I think the game is just fun to play. Not so much in the beginning here, but once it opens up. Oh yeah, the data logs. I forgot there are data logs in this game. Yeah. Understood most from context. I feel like I don't get the context. I feel like they throw around a lot of words and I feel like there's not context for them. Like some of the most important terms like l'Cie and Fal'Cie, you definitely have to look those up. Let's take a look at the, hold on. Let's see. Data log. The Fal'Cie. Okay. Okay, wait, can we find the thing that, like, tells us what the Fal'Cie are? They're like gods, right? It's like the it's like in Destiny, the oh god. I don't like going into the game's menus to read about the stuff that I should just be getting from the story itself. Like if I have to like stop and read some shit, I feel like the game failed in its storytelling. That's just me though. I mean, there's definitely ways you can do it, but also I'm a dumbass and I don't pay attention.
Too bad that's all busted up. Sure would have made things easier.
Like it's not like they can have a character that they can explain shit to. You know, there's not going to be some guy walking around going, "What the fuck is a foul C?" Because you live in this world, you should know. You should know. It's important enough that you, an inhabitant of this world, should know what the fuck that is. So no one's going to stop to explain to someone else, "No, this is what a foul C is." I get that. But what's a paladin worked out so well for the Ultima game? I don't think I've ever played Ultima. There's definitely some games that do that, or not even games, but like movies or like media in general. We'll do that type of thing. Or it's like they gotta have a dumb character that's like that doesn't know what the fuck anything is. So to explain to both the consumer who's like consuming the media, they have to explain to that dumb character what things are, but they should know already what that shit is. So like I know why this game doesn't do it. There's some times where they break out and go like, "No, this is why this is happening," or "Here's what these guys are," because like Lightning being an ex-soldier knows some things that the other characters don't know, so she can explain some of the the military parts of it or whatever the fuck. Games should just give you a button prompt which explains stuff like the character is thinking it. That could work, but I think that'd be I mean they already give you like a database. Like this game gives you a database of all like the vocabulary that they're throwing around, so you can like look it up. The thing is, if they're gonna like explain it in game, if you hit that button, yeah, nobody reads that. Well, I know I don't read them. I don't know about nobody, but I know I don't. But I'm a dumbass, so I don't read anything. I'll go to the next point. I'll do one more save. I know I said that save I was gonna stop, but we're having a good discussion here, so. I really gotta do the next save though. Depending on how far that is. Okay, so here's a question for you, Element. Do you read the do you do that in every game you play? Like if every game you play had a codex, as most names they call it like a codex. Do you read it in every game, or was it just this one that you read it, or is it only certain games that you read it?
To become a crystal.
You're gonna complete your focus?
Maybe. If I knew what it was.
Yeah, you're a much bigger fan. Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Oh shit.
Did Sarah say anything to you about...
That's why I'm asking if you do that in every game. Because if you do it in every game, well, then that's just how you play.
You know what? She probably didn't want to worry you.
Or she just didn't think she could trust me.
Read them as they're presented, so you're not overwhelmed. Yeah, I think that's how a lot of people do it. If they're gonna do it, I think that's how a lot of people do it. Elemental's low-key thinking we're dumbass plebs right now. Hey, at least I admit it. At least I admit it. I know I'm a dumbass pleb, dude. I admit it. But no, it's just interesting to see, because they put them in the game, so I would imagine there is a significant portion of people who do use that stuff. But like you say, like I won't, so I don't get overwhelmed by it. I'm like, I'm not gonna get overwhelmed because I'm not gonna look at it at all. Like, or if I do look at it, I'm looking for something specific, like what the fuck is a fal'Cie, or you know. I just think if I have to go external.
Listen, you. There's no need to be all negative.
Oh, you read the bestiary. Bestiary? Is that how you say that? I've never actually said that word out loud. Gotta admit, I've never said that word out loud. Bestiary? Is that a made-up word? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, is that like... The fuck is a bestiary? Like, is that an invented... Is that a video game term that we've just accepted? Or is that like... Okay, if there's a boss fight up here, I'll do the fight. And then... I keep saying I'm gonna stop, but like... I'll do the fight if there's a fight up here. Or if this is the beginning of a dungeon, which it looks like it is, I think I'm gonna stop. Yeah, boss fight later on. I think I'm gonna stop here.
Stop for a minute.
Yeah, I think that's gonna do it, guys, here for Final Fantasy 13. I don't know if I'm gonna play this again or stream it. I guess I might play it again, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it on stream, unless people want to see more of this. This is definitely like a good like discussion game, like talking about anything other than the game itself. I don't know. I've run out of things to say about this game. No, we're having good discussion. If you want some more discussion, you can jump in our Discord, where we tend to have good. You don't have to stream all of it for sure. Why not at least some? Yeah, that's why I loaded it up, just to partially because I didn't know what to stream, but I was like, I had this in the back burner, I had this on the mind, so I was like, yeah, I'll load this up a little bit. That's the link to our Discord. You can jump in there and have some good chats with us, man. I like to chill out in the general chat, the voice chat. I chill in there sometimes. No one usually jumps in, but I'm always in there so someone can scare the shit out of me when I don't expect it. But jump in the Discord. Podcast maybe today. If I do it, I'm gonna do it by myself. It's gonna be a very intimate experience. So I think I might just try that once and see how that goes. It's gonna be a shit show, irregardlessly. Which I use that word on purpose, just to show you how bad it's gonna be. Just to put emphasis on the quality. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Let's see who else is on just one more time. Nobody. Okay, well, that's gonna do it. Final Fantasy 13 forever. Thank you.